Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Remember, if you love film, gaming, or television content, please consider clicking that subscribe button because it is finally time for my coverage of the Brisbane International Film Festival. I've been so excited to get this content out ready for you guys. So let's get into the first film that I saw at this year's festival, the new Martin McDonagh film, The Banshees of Inisherin. So let's get into it. I think there is generally one film each year that will make you laugh out loud and then make you very sad. 3 years ago we had Jojo Rabbit, last year we had Coda, and this year I think it will be The Banshees of Inisherin. The way the film is able to fluently go between genres was easily one of the strongest aspects to this film. This thing almost feels like a pure comedy for the first half of the film, and a really excellent one at that. My audience was laughing out loud during my screening, and there were scenes that I thought were generally really funny, which I have to credit the combination of the powerhouse performances as well as the clever writing from Martin McDonagh. This is my first film from him, and I'm curious to see both In Bruges and 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, because if they are as cleverly written as this, I think I'm in for a treat.
Oof, you're in for a treat.
The whole concept of a character just suddenly dropping their friendship out of nowhere without any real explanation is something that just instantly hooks you and makes you start pondering why this even happened. As the film starts giving answers, it really puts this friendship at even more of an impasse, to the point where you just start feeling a little depressed by the end. The third act is straight up phenomenal, as we get a payoff to what this whole thing has been building towards. I think all the performances serve the film really well. Colin Farrell has made 2022 his year, and I think this just adds to that. I think his performance was one of his better ones. He is hilarious when he needs to be, and he is more dramatic and really pays off on those moments where he might need to have a little more emotion. The other character here, played by Brendan Gleeson, is also excellent. He gives a little more of a reserved and abrupt performance that is a nice opposite to Colin Farrell's.
And we are brothers?
Nope.
The other performance that I thought was a really nice standout was Barry Keoghan's character. He gives a really great physical performance and does excellent work with McDonagh's dialogue, where he becomes pretty much the funniest character in the whole movie. Then we have Kerry Condon, who throughout the whole film's runtime, I was just racking my head as to where I have seen her before. And after looking at Letterboxd after seeing the film, I saw that she was Stacey Ermintrout in Better Call Saul, and it finally clicked. She is honestly really great in this also. I think she expresses a lot of frustration that the audience may feel at this relationship deteriorating, and it is very well placed. On a technical note, I was a little surprised at how good this was. I thought this would rely a lot more on its screenplay and performances rather than everything else, but I think technically this is pretty great. The cinematography is gorgeous, really utilizing a lot of nice landscape shots and some of the best close-ups of the year that really immersed me in the mindset of these characters. The score was also surprisingly good. It's not going to be my favorite of the year by any means, but I think it was nice and noticeable enough to be a very welcome addition. Before I go into some of the things that I thought didn't really agree with me, I just want to quickly mention that this left me in a similar situation that The Lighthouse did, where even though I absolutely loved it, I thought that subtitles would have been a pretty nice addition because the dialogue at times was a little hard to understand. As someone who isn't Irish, it was a little hard to keep up with it at times because with those strong Irish accents, it tends to speed up a lot and I get a little lost, and that happened here at times, and I think I should just let you know that Banshees does have that element to it.
Can you hear me?
Now, in terms of Oscars, I definitely think this is a pretty strong contender and will most likely be Searchlight's biggest push, and I think it will see nominations in major categories because I think it is very easy to distinguish what really works with this film. I definitely see nominations for Best Picture, Best Screenplay, and both Lead Actor and Supporting Actor for both Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson. If the Academy really loves this, You could really chuck in some nominations for cinematography, editing, and production design, but I think that would be a little more of a stretch. Overall, the Banshees of Inisherin was a great way to kick off the 2022 Brisbane International Film Festival for me. I always tend to start these festivals off well. I remember my first ever BIFF, I initially saw Measure for Measure, which was definitely the most average out of the openings I saw, but after that I opened the festival with Saint Maud, Petite Maman, and now the Banshees of Inisherin, and I'm really excited to see the rest of the films that I have planned to watch. I'm going to give the Banshees of Inisherin a strong 4 out of 5, and I definitely recommend it to you. I'm really glad that I'm going to be seeing a lot more films that have something interesting to say right now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Next up in my festival lineup, I'll be seeing Bones and All, which I am very excited to see, so look forward to that review coming soon. If you have seen the Banshees of Inisherin, let me know in the comments below what you think about it, and if you haven't, let me know if you're excited to see it. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.